What is up, all you festival Pokemon collectors out there? Hope you guys are doing well. Please excuse my voice. I've been absolutely dying with the flu these past 2 days. I actually missed a day, an upload yesterday, completely bummed me out, but today I got some coffee right here and I'm gonna try to push through this one. So Pokemon Japan's newest set, Terastal Festival, which it actually isn't even a word, is about a week old, and it seems like the price of the booster box and the singles are seeing a small rise in price. And to me, this is completely shocking because on my last couple videos I said that it died down within this time, but it seems like we're gonna see one more small push to the upside, and then I still believe that there's going to be a big correction, but I could be wrong. We could just see another uptick for the next 2-3 months, but we are gonna have to wait and see. So now we're in TCG Player right here. You could see that the price for the box, 83 bucks. In Japan, I believe they're going for $35. And if you do want to, get one of those addresses to then buy these from the Pokemon Center Japan, that's always an option. But if you don't want to go through the hassle, you're gonna have to go through a third-party dealer. If you guys are interested in stuff like that, I greatly recommend you guys watch OKJLove's video on how to buy Japanese Pokemon cards. I'm gonna leave that video in the description down below. It is a amazing watch. But yeah, $80 to $85 is what you're going to be paying for Terastal Festival, and obviously it goes without saying that this is because the singles are rising, because even though it seems like these evolutions are really easy to pull, and I mean, just go on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, you're gonna see people just pulling these god packs left and right. You're gonna see the highlights, and it seems like they aren't too hard to pull, but I think that the price says something very different. When you go over to Google Shop, we can see anywhere between $70 to $90 when it comes to this set. And if you're lucky enough to have the TikTok app, there is tons of great deals on there, tons of great coupons that you can use. You do have to spend like over $200, which can be a little pricey, but if you're already going to buy 3-4 of these booster boxes like myself, I think it's worth a look at. But I advise, if you guys can just wait a little longer, we're going to see these booster boxes drop. I'm personally not comfortable buying at these prices, but I mean, to each their own. I know some of you guys want to get these cards to grade, but that's just my personal opinion. One card that completely surprised me from this set was this gold Terastal Pikachu. I thought that this card was one of the worst cards. I put it in a community post and you guys agreed this was probably the worst card in the set. But the market is the market, and I mean, most recent sale is 83 bucks. If I pulled this card, this thing is going straight to eBay, or maybe even get graded so I can, reinvest into my personal collection. But I think this card is awful. If you guys think this is great, cool, to each their own. But I guess we just have to start with the big one. The Umbreon is what it seems like Reddit has crowned this Pokemon, no pun intended. But $335 was listed at, most recent sale $330. And this card is going to be a banger. I think this is finally the card that we are going to see it hold. If you guys didn't watch my last video, I said that this one was going to sit around that $150-$200 mark, but the market again has proved me very, very wrong. And it's a beautiful card. Don't get me wrong. I think it's amazing. And it's going to be very interesting again what this card is going to do in English. I am both excited for all you English collectors and investors out there, but I'm also concerned about the hype and craziness of this set. This set I could totally see cause more hype and FOMO than anything we've ever seen before. And as much as I love Team Rocket and the Trainers Pokemon set and the black and white, all the speculation of course, but I just believe that people love evolutions more. I think that people really care about evolutions, and they will drive the price of these cards up to the moon, even in Japanese. Let me know in the comment section down below, are you an English collector that has been looking into some of these evolutions from Terastal Festival? I know there's a lot of people on Reddit saying that they're now trying to scoop up some of these cards in Japanese, so it seems like some people are starting to look at cheaper options, because we know in English, this set is going to perform very, very well. For the number 2 card, most expensive, this one really surprised me. This is the Sylveon. I really like this card. As far as popularity, I think Sylveon is number 2 for, you know, the general population, not for me, of course. But Sylveon sitting at that $125. It's a really, really clean art, and of course has the rainbow borders, which is going to sit well with the pinks and the blues. 125, I can see this card sitting at exactly that. I think it's very well priced. I think it's very well rated. I don't think it should be any less or any more. So let me know what you guys think about this Sylveon card. It may be one of the best Sylveon cards printed to date, if not the best. I was looking at a few vintage Sylveon cards, and I was like, I don't know if we've gotten a really big Sylveon card like this. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm gonna pull some up right here, right around my head, to compare to this one, but this is a popular one. And for the 3rd most expensive card, evolution card from Terastal Festival, is the Jolteon, which makes my heart very, very happy. I should have scooped this one up at the $45 mark. I made a video talking about this card at that mark. It's so funny because right before I got sick, I was going to make a video saying that the evolutions weren't as popular as what we thought, that the market actually mispriced these cards. And then I get sick for 2-3 days, come back, and then now it's absolutely booming. So just like that, the market can shift so fast. But Jolteon deserves the love. Jolteon deserves, you know, $75, $100 card. Most recent sale is $75, market price 101. And I was looking on eBay. This is about $100 card. I think that it is a very, very special card, especially because it's a Gen 1 card. It has that Gen 1 tax, and yeah, it's not annoying. It's not you barely can see the crown on them. I don't know. I think there's something special about it, and this one may surprise a lot of people for many years to come. Then next on the list, we have the Glaceon. This is another one of my personal favorites. I think that it should go Jolteon, then Glaceon for me, for my personal collection. And I was covering this card when it was at like $45, and now, you know, $80, $85, most recent sale. And it's just so crazy to see how fast the market can switch on these cards. And Glaceon, the ice puppy, if you will, what I call it, one of my favorite evolutions, and this is one that I have to pick up, and hopefully it corrects around the $60 mark. I believe this is a $60 card, but I really don't see most of these evolutions being around the $100 mark. Yes, they're amazing cards, but I just don't see the big appeal, and when I go into Reddits and Discords and even YouTube community chats or comment sections, these don't really seem as loved as, say, some of the alt arts or the alt arts from Evolving Skies. These just don't seem to have the hype. I don't know if they ever will. I mean, it's obviously so early, and with Prismatic Evolution still a month or so out, maybe the popularity of English drives it to the Japanese market. I don't know, but I just don't think they're on par with the VMAX evolutions. That's my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below. I love the banter back and forth, and I love to hear your guys' thoughts. And I also wanted to throw one of a card that isn't an evolution on today's list with the Terastal Festival. The Kieran. The Kieran's amazing. I mean, this is actually my chase card, my big chase card besides Jolteon. But it seems like the market doesn't really care about these cards. They don't really care about any trainer Pokemon cards anymore, especially in Japanese, which is weird, I never thought I'd see today. But by all means, if I can get a Kieran card for $42, and I think this card is going to drop to like $25, $30 once the set starts to die down, and it's going to be great for collectors like me that love trainers. We love collecting trainers for our binders. So do I think this is overpriced, or do I think you should buy this card right now? I think at $40 it's not a bad buy. I do believe that the down period, the part where we as collectors and investors, if you want to invest into the set, I believe the set is going to be very investable as a Japanese set for many years to come. The time to buy is going to be once Prismatic Evolutions comes out, and it's out for, let's say, 2-3 months. I think this box will probably be at the $50-$60 mark, if not lower. I mean, we see what Shiny Treasures EX is doing right now. I was seeing booster box prices for that at the $35 mark this morning. So they are falling, and I always think that a booster box can't get any lower. I'm like, this is it. This is the floor, right? Yeah, $55-$60 for Pokemon 151 in Japanese, for example. And then a bigger reprint comes, and then it goes down to $45 a box. And I'm like, okay, that has to be the floor, right? And the same thing with sets like this. I always have to remind myself that the floor that I think is the floor may fall another $5, you know, here and there. But a question to ask all you Pokemon collectors out there, is $10 going to break the bank for you? If you're buying it in bulk, yeah, it is going to be something to think about. But if you're buying just one, I think it's a no-brainer. Just buy what you want, if $5 or $10 is going to be the difference. And then last on today's list is the Blood Moon Ursaluna. I wanted to put this one on today's list because as the hits are lower and lower, I mean, it's SAR. It's a beautiful card, obviously, and it's not really one of the most popular Pokemon in the set. Obviously, it's an evolution set, so this one isn't going to get the love. But once we get past there, I mean, the cards start to drop. Do I see the Blood Moon Ursaluna being sub $20? Absolutely. The same thing with all the cards in that bottom tier. I think this set is going to have a lot of these SARs that are going to be sub $20, and that is your time to strike and pick up pretty much all of these cards. You know, for if you have a $250, $300, you can pretty much pick up all of those cards, minus the evolutions, of course. For that price, I think it's a great deal. Market price, most recent sale, $27. I was checking on eBay earlier as well, and I was seeing this for $20. So if you can find this for $20, this is an instant buy. I think if you're trying to master this set, my personal plan of attack is to buy all the lower cards and then work your way up to those bigger cards. And I say this because when a popular set like Prismatic Evolutions or Terastal Festival first comes out, those top cards will be the ones that are very volatile. They're going to go up and down within days, nights, like you can see from this video. But those bottom tier cards, they kind of just float around the same price. Yes, some of them, you know, there'll be the Magikarp, for example, that will just shoot up to the moon from Paldea when everyone didn't expect that. There's going to be outliers, of course. But if you can purchase a lot of these really lower cards and then work your way up, by the time you get to the top, or the middle top, the top chases should bottom out by that time, or settle at least a little bit, especially if you're just dollar cost averaging, you know, buying a card a week or a card a month, you know, over a year, 2 years. And once you get to those evolutions, you should see a pretty, you know, steady climb, or a steady downturn, or a basic consolidation on the price. I don't know, that's just how I work. I always advise you guys to dollar cost average. It's like the safest way to fulfill your Pokemon collections, but that's just me. So now I'm going to turn it to you guys. What do you guys think that this set is going to top out at? Have we established a floor price, and this is what we are going to have to pay for specialty sets like this? Let me know that or anything in the comment section down below. Until tomorrow, I'll catch you guys with a fresh new video. Peace out.